Adapt and grow. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about it today. We are talking about for No Nonsense November, day 25, simultaneously Be a Better You annual challenge, day 329. The topics of adapting and evolving and growing and changing along the way. Now, I always say, and if we haven't figured it out by now, depending on what age you are, maybe you're young enough, you haven't had enough experience in this yet, everything is always changing. Change is inevitable. As soon as we think we've got everything dialed in our life, one area or aspect tends to challenge us because we've got things in our past we haven't dealt with. We have things that are popping up or people that are triggering us. All kinds of things can happen. But the one thing that I guarantee, I guess there's a couple things I can guarantee that will happen in life. Change is inevitable. You're going to experience change. And you can either grow and evolve and roll with the changes and make them and use them to your advantage, or you can bitch, moan, and complain and see how far that gets you. I've done both. I admit it. I'm human. We all have times when we just want to wallow in self-pity and not move forward. But the longer you stay there, the harder it is to get out of it. So today we're going to talk about the importance of letting go of what is right now in order to create something greater in your life, something that you want to improve or have more of, etc. So how do we do about this, and why do we want to let go? We want to let go because the harder we hang on to something that isn't meant for us any longer, the more stuck we get. I think that's why I used to procrastinate. I knew I was in a situation that was not right for me, not good for me, but I would make all kinds of excuses and procrastinate for not making the changes that I knew I needed to make all along. Anybody ever done that? Yeah, I don't think it's just me. Could be, but I don't think so. I had to teach myself that letting go isn't quitting. It isn't giving up. It's just acknowledging that at the time I made the best decision I thought, but now that decision is no longer valid because I've got more information and more experience, and it's time to let it go. You can't rise while you're holding the weight of the past. If it's holding you down or weighing on you emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, in any way, shape, or form, it's gonna be heavy and weigh you down. That's how you know. If you ask yourself, is this something I need to let go of, and you feel lighter with the thought of letting go of it, then it absolutely positively is. If it's something that you're wondering if you should let go of, and it doesn't feel right, it feels heavy because you don't think you should let it go, then it's not the right time for you or the right thing to let go of. A lot of times we think we have to let go of one thing, but it's actually something else entirely. I remember changing jobs in corporate America thinking, oh, well, that will help my relationship. But the truth was, I really just needed to let my primary relationship go because it was toxic and horrible and bad for me. But of course, being the fix-it and the controller, I didn't want to let go of that. I didn't want to quit or think I was quitting on that relationship, which is interesting because I'm going to pull the cards that came up today for, I'm doing a daily card draw, and I'm looking for a saying in Dr. Wayne Dyer's Everyday Freedom for Success book that helps get me through the day. When I'm thinking of other things like I have a cold and I'm way off track and I had to adapt a lot this morning, I'm glad I have these things to fall back on because there's always a message in it for me. And I keep pulling ones about relationships. So that tells me I need to do some work on the past and trauma and drama and be more open to relationships in all areas and aspects of my life. And I pulled the card, I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. Because I have awesome relationships, right? But then I just don't even have any in other areas and aspects of my life. And so I won't read the back, but that is today's. And then the Wayne Dyer wisdom, of course, is, I got two to choose from. I'm going to read them both. Keep a solid picture of the task you want to accomplish in your mind and refuse to let that intention disappear. I'm in a community on this school platform right now where we actually share our intentions every day. And we were doing a 21-day challenge. We did it every day. I really missed it for the last couple of days. And so I think I'm going to pick it up again today, even though we're not starting another challenge until December 1st. I think I'll just start getting ahead of it and making it part of my morning routine. And part of my morning routine, because a lot of the times I wasn't posting until in the evening, because that's when I got around to getting a chance to post on that. So maybe I start the post the night before and then I finish it first thing in the morning. I write it out. I mean, it's already in my schedule, in my planner, but it's a matter of, okay, now I got to pull out a couple of things that are appropriate and put them in this group. Anyway, the other one is, it's not what is available or unavailable that determines your level of success and happiness. It's what you convince yourself is true. That's one to think about today. I'm just going to leave that there. So letting go. Every ending makes for a new beginning, right? I know that in certain areas and aspects of our life, it doesn't feel like that. Like when your marriage ends, it doesn't really feel like there's a new beginning, but that's the opportunity that there can be a new beginning because you've let go of the past and are moving on into the future. Uh, had to let go of businesses that I actually loved. I let go of some I didn't like. That wasn't as hard as letting go of the ones that I loved. But it was the right time. It was the right thing to do, etc. And we have to always do what feels aligned and feels right for us at the time. Alignment to me is what feels right to me, what makes me feel lighter, what makes me feel better. So today, I think our action item is going to be really simple. Just think about one habit or one routine or one thing that you time block or one thing that you do in your life right now that fits with your goals. And post an update saying this is part of my power routine or this is what I'm doing in this one area and aspect of my life to let go of the past and move on to the identity and the future that I want to have. Pretty simple. So just share one thing, one habit you're going to reinforce. Maybe you fell off on your habit. Anybody else have habits where you do them for a while and then you stop? I would say my posting my intentions every morning was a good habit for 21 days and then I stopped. Now, I will argue with the 21 days to form a habit thing all day long because I think that some guru or some motivational speaker made that up. I do not believe, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, that there are any scientific studies that have proven that it takes 21 days to form a new habit. I think that's like you're the average of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. Well, is that statistically true? Is that true? Is that really true? Is it true for everybody? I don't know. I'd like to see the studies that back that up too. Just like I want to see the studies of medical things that back things up. All right. If I can help you in any way, all you have to do is ask. Let's have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.